best of 3 win for other teams to be seeing it too. Is obviously they made FlyQuest a little bit nervous. They were in the interview. They're like, yeah, we were making a lot of mistakes. Yeah. But still, Lumen were able to take an entire map from FlyQuest in their first best of 3.
That they were. Had a realistic chance of closing 2 as well. That Anubis took a powerhouse comeback from Bibian, propelling them into overtime to even get into contention. So what do we have here early on? A couple players top mid. Taking a little bit of space in towards the apartments, but the setup's well called for Lumen. Doubled up at the van. That's unusual.
Yeah.
Gonna be a very heavy lean here. And it is just going to be a retake setup on Sakura, who was our Kadia player to watch for this one.
Very slowly coming out from underpass. Flash to bring them through con, and there's only one player really close to this site in CT. They do have one over in Murder Hole, but Lumen playing this slow. You can hear the footsteps making their way onto the site.
The late HE is going to be interesting here, right? Because that was held for anticipating a straightforward B play, B rush, perhaps. Jungle's going to be closed for business. He just can't risk getting through the shutter there, so it's a full retake from CT. No mid presence either. Means this is a really good post plan for Nouns. They just don't have to fight. So Lumen put themselves in a tough spot. They could get that HE into con, maybe do something, but you got to shoot your way out first. Even close the gap, close the distance. No smoke, no kit. This is going to be a bit of a prayer. Needing a lot of headshots. Popping some squats here, but the bodies continue to drop, and that defuse just keeps checking along. No one from Nouns is peeking at this point. They put the fear into him, and they steal the bomb defuse in broad daylight.
Wow. Incredibly done. I feel like having one player on Cat trying to sandwich in the CTs obviously proved not fruitful. They did a 5-player retake through CT onto the site. We're able to, kind of protect the one player defusing the bomb, and Lumen able to win their first round of the game.
That's so painful for Nouns. You had the perfect setup. You had all 5 players in perfect position.
Macro-wise, that could not have gone better for you. She just didn't get the player off the defuse. If they just kill that defuser, it's over. There's not enough time.
Yeah. Dropping bodies too quickly to be able to peek out.
That hurts.
They're just USPs. They don't bite.
That really is going to hurt you early on for Nouns. Whoa, okay, Sakura clears out the A main player. Fully blinded out by that flashbang, so nice proactive move here from Lumen. This is what we really liked from them, letting the T's back on their haunches when they're trying to set up, when they're trying to bring through some sort of an idea. You throw a little bit of a quick jab at them and just disrupt their whole flow. And this one is a non-starter, in case you're wondering. Sakura stacking up 3 kills on that MP9. Gets the aggressive peek in towards ramp, goes fights Palace, goes fights everything. Why not now?
A site is hers. Just gets left alone.
Being in the void here, Jessica's background completely eliminated on that camp.
Bit of a slow start here for Nouns. Unfortunate pistol, and then an interesting Deagle buy. Just letting themselves get picked off. Not really going all together as a team. Sakura just like shutting down every point of entry onto A site. And now they have the rifles, they have the utility. Maybe get something done in here. Bomb's making its way over towards ramp. Violet looking to get an entry. Smoke not going to stop her. A little bit of damage onto Scrap, but they hide. They go back into CT. Not wanting to get picked off too early, and that's really what we need from the CTs. Not taking 1v1s, waiting for a team. Flash into CT. Oh, look at this flank. This could disrupt it all.
Could indeed. They try and battle forward to gain some space, but it cost them massively. And this is why you're so confident playing the retake setup. You trust in your guns, but that's a massive find from Jesscas. Might have done enough. Leaves it all to Tori, but Tori's brought it down to the 1v1, down into the clutch. Well, he doesn't have a kit. Needs to get this kill quickly. Tori not giving it. Not for free. Not easily. Not at all.
Comes down to heroics at some points, but Tori able to get the job done for her team. Yeah, I thought this was over once this fight through CT happened. Scrap with a multi-kill, but still not able to clear out Khan as they switch over into fighting for the site, not just spacing. Lumen looking good with their money, able to buy into this round once again, and now it's just looking to get one more. It's gonna be a beat hit. Zarya alone on the side. They do have one player on Cat. Only gonna slow him out just for the time being. It could be chunky. Not gonna hit anyone, actually.
Yeah, caught the door frame, went a little too shallow, so nothing off the util. Still some tags up on the Violet, but need the kills to come through. Good for 2. Not quite finding the third on the spray, but gonna make this retake a whole lot easier. And the bomb's not down yet, so may just never allow it to be planted. Creeping back into the bench. Sakura's not going to be expected, but giving up footsteps here. They should be aware. They should be aware. This Macta player's gone past, doesn't have the awareness. Kills come through, and Sakura has just dismantled this. Only one remains. Jessica's stuck in the apartment she was supposed to be. The last player, the linchpin, the insurance policy to make sure they couldn't defuse. The only problem with that is, well, if you don't play it, they don't have to defuse. Peek on it. First kill found. Snappy shooting here. Giving her some duels, but Scraft will be too much to overcome.
Really loved how Sakura played that round. Able to, like, just go around the smokes. The T's none the wiser here. Able to just insert herself into situations like just finding the gaps. Incredible playing from her. Sharp shooting as well. Jessica's still making herself known. 6 and 4 on the server. Trying to get as many kills as they can with this incredible Lumen playstyle they have to play against. Just Glocks into Deagle on Violet. Gonna get some mid-control, mid-aggression. Not really coming on the side of Lumen. Just a nade into the smoke. Just a little chunky. Boost into window. It looks like Olya. We'll see that. Molly gonna follow the sound cue. Oh, almost catching Sakura off guard. She's watching another angle. Olya here, though. Headshot's good. Able to find a second. Just the crossfires here are incredibly well established for Lumen.
That's the bomb drop. What slim possibility in this round arrives at none. Nothing really found there for Nouns, but the guns are going to come back in this one. And here's where I want to see perhaps a little more creativity coming through from Nouns. Because right now we've seen Lumen realistically confident through every one of these rounds. Even in the one-round win for Nouns is an improbable multi-kill coming through. Massive play in defense of the bomb. But that's not a sustainable game plan. You don't want to be putting your players into those situations where they've got to frag out or the round is lost. So what's going to be the idea here? They want to fight for mid, but a little bit of top mid util has them a bit scared. So they'll take the space towards the boxes, and Scraft is aggressing late. This is interesting. They're brawling with everybody. They brought the numbers. And Lumen don't want to allow them on a bomb site. They don't want to allow them an inch forward. Casualty towards either side. Sakura tagged up as well. That gamble may not have paid off. As Tori gets smoked up. Their vision denied. That bomb can be retrieved top mid.
Still making Nouns wary of pushing up. Lumen have effectively moved away from mid. Slowly trying to retake this space here. Lunari underpass. Smoke coming out for the window. Looks like it's going to be a change of plans here as the bomb's making its way on over to Tori. Take ramp. They want to take ramp, but trying to keep some players in mid, trying to crunch in through Khan. Gotta get this timing right. Gotta catch some of these players off guard. Vesdaria, MP9. Gonna be lethal at close range right next to the ramp. Stalker with a little bit of help. Still trying to just throw a couple shots over, and I don't think there could be none. The Wiser here are gonna try and clear it out, and it's gonna be a team kill. Okay,
worth it.
Interesting. Worth it, man.
Worth the price of exchange, though. Worth the price of exchange. That could have been disastrous in that position. The double swing in, the spacing could have been rough. Now there's only one path they can come back through, and as soon as they rumble it, Nouns should be set up well. Positioning for Nouns. Oh, but that's a clothesline shot coming through. Smoke on it. They're just going to go for the stick as well. So now for Nouns, it's a question of, do you know your lineups? Olya has the kit. A brawl in the jungle, and those shots are going wide. Oh, no, Nouns. It's reminiscent of the pistol. They've got the positioning. They've got the macro.
Nouns, they were able to take the site, but still not able to lock it down. Like you said, didn't have the lineups or the bombs to spam it through. The peek through for Scraft into Khan. The shots were great.
They were indeed. What? You saw nothing.
Just feels easy for them at this point. Lumen have been incredibly strong at retaking every site that Nouns are trying. Or even if they don't even retake a site, they are taking the space. They started last round grabbing all that mid control. Made Nouns very nervous on pushing it back up. Had to take it very slow. Not expecting the site to still have the very strong players there.
You know, I've got just a little bit of panic coming in. But somewhere out there,
bit of a tech pause coming through as well.
Guy to the Galaxy.
Mike. Imagine you're Nouns' coach here. What are you saying to them during this break?
You're getting actually decent mid-rounding. You're getting decent site takes. That's nice. Getting too nervous in the post plants. You got to relax. Trust that you belong. Trust that you can compete. Just play the way you know. Numbers advantages in those post plants, in those retakes. You play together, you peek off of each other, you focus on the diffuser. That one's key. And it'll all be fine.
A little bit of a tech pause coming through still. Server issues. It just feels like Nouns, they haven't really been together in any collection. I feel like the fast B take we had wasn't as fast as we needed it to be.
Minor technical difficulties getting sorted out here, folks. Seems like someone might have accidentally hit me with the mute. So we are all good here. I'll take over while we get those technical difficulties sorted out. Just gremlins in the servers. Weasels have gotten into the audio department. They're in the internet. They're internet weasels, and they're chewing on cords. I don't know if you've ever, anyone at home has ever had a pet rodent of any variety. They like to chew cords. Rabbits, ferrets, mice, hamsters. One thing is universal. If it's covered in rubberized material, they're going to chomp it. I lost some N64 controllers back in the day to that. That's key to keep those things available. We're going to sort out whatever this issue is. We'll be right back here, folks. Right back. Never mind. We're not going to be right back. Apparently, we're going to be right back into the server, which is my favorite kind of right back. So I'm just going to keep this going here and keep talking. And Apples can sort out whatever's going on her end. So I will continue yapping. You're stuck with me, hearing about what ancient controllers I've lost to all sorts of things. Rabbits mostly. It's been good for Lumen so far early on in these matchups. They've been chewing on the cords of everything the Nouns want to do in the post plant. For Nouns, I feel like you just need a little bit more of decisive maneuvers. They actually, again, had a pretty good read in the mid round in that last. They found the space. They trade out the player under Balk.
Tech pause still happening here as we get the server all in line. Nouns still not able to pass the test on their T side quite yet. They are 5-1 so far. It's gonna take some heroics. We were able to see Tori get a couple of kills in their 1-round win to be able to complete the score now at 6-1. It's going to be a hard-fought battle here to at least tie it up before they go into the second half. On T side, no less. We need to see something a little bit more punchy for them, a little bit more dynamic, I would say. I want to see like a T-Apps rush with Tech9s. Like taking market pretty quickly would be incredible. And then able to run around, grab the kills, get the plant at least would be incredible for them. But now they have AKs, they have it on. Violet could get a first pick here. Would be, in my opinion, a really good one. It's going to be a window smoke. Oh, it could be an A-ramp find here as the bomb is making its way. Mid-aggression. Not coming in through the CTs quite yet. We see Scrap here getting very up close and personal. Tori's not able to complete it. Scrap getting very aggressive in duos. Oh yeah, getting cleared out though. Khan is taken by the T's. Scrapped alone on this site. One player in Palace. Lenore and Jessica is fighting one. Sakara here with Azdaria. They have to retake this. 2v4s. One kill coming through. Bomb gets planted. Isolate these 1v1s. Very hard fought kill, but still there. Ash is getting the trade. That's just a 1v2 for Sakura. Only coming out for the below ramp player. Be able to get a little bit of a sound cue. While he's traded here. It's a little bit too much work for Sakura. It's Nouns to find the second round of the game.
Now here's the big question. Can you hear me?
Oh, yes, I can. There we go.
Well, I have no idea what happened there. Nothing made sense.
Sorry.
But audio is the devil sometimes. Just gonna blame those internet weasels here, Sophie.
You know, it got Nouns their round win. Another round win. So
maybe I should DC again if you're a Nouns fan. Maybe that's the necessity. What did they do for it?
They just went A.
Classic.
And they were able to get 2 kills in mid, so they weren't getting the CTs pushing in through jungle or con, and they had that control left scrapped on an island. It was a little bit too much for her to do.
Look at this mid-aggression. There's a player who's going to be isolated. Oh, Call of Detail in hand. Down. Good for one. Traded out, though. That's going to be a rifle recovered, and you can see the immediate response, though, for Nouns. They know it's going to be light on site. At most, there's one here. So they're straight into the A-take. That bomb's going to be planted once more. And this time, there's no one back towards Ticket. So the path is clear to set up in the post plant.
4 and 4. Yeah, this is quite interesting. I mean, Ash able to find one. Using the angles. Tori finally up with their own. And they're just going to take this AK and run away. They were able to get that kill very early in the round.
Profit.
And
couple of guns.
9 picked up. Yeah.
Armor to live through. Minimal investment into the round. It's all profit.
AKs are always a profit.
They were looking at those trade kill graphics and saying, yes, stonks go up.
Terrorists win.
A bit of an update from the other game. If you're a fan of Nyx Empire or Ghost Gaming, the match is over. The first map, Ghost Gaming taking it 13-2.
Wow.
Yeah.
That must have been a quick round one as well. I mean, every round has to have been like 30 seconds long. They're already done with the map. All right. Okay, I guess we did have a bit of a cheeky tech pause, but still, that is a lightning game. Very curious to see Ghost's campaign here in North America. Our broadcast partner from last season of Impact Finals,
Tilda.
Sevenlicious. Tilda herself, now here in NA, competing and fragging out.
Doing well so far. I'm pretty sure that's the second. This could be the second series that they win. They won their first week matchup. Right now, we're talking about Lumen and Nouns. Util exchange, very heavy here in mid. I was just trying to get an entry in. I think this angle S-Graph has been holding round and round again. A flash into Khan is not going to do anything. She gets the trade. Sakura can drop down. Right here is able to do a little bit of work over in apartments. Not the bomb even spotted. It's making its way towards A, trying to pull rotates away for Lumen, but they're not moving too quickly, keeping their bodies stationed on the sites just in case. Tori trying to walk a kill out here. It looks like Olya able to take care of it. Op left alone with the bomb. Now I bet what's happening here. Lunari's like, I have B, just run here. Now, Kira and Scrap are going to be able to hear this rotate, and I feel like it's going to get cut off here.
Oh, boy. Oh!
Ooh,
Well,
okay.
Unless you missed. That is a massive gift over towards Violet. Stay of execution on that one now. Lumen could be in a lot of trouble. You're right. Lunari has all this space. Still, there's going to peek off the catwalk, but the bomb has crossed. Just full sprinting the way on through. Violet, though, in the clutch. One, can't find more. Spam through the smoke is enough. And oh, yeah, letting them know that this is the 7th round on for Lumen.
Wow. Something about Lumen that I don't really see from other teams is just how quickly their retakes start and end. Like, it's either... last round, we don't count it because it's that was a save round. They were just getting their guns and weapons, right? But they are just quick to the point. They're like, all right, there they are. There they are. Let's get the kills, and it's done. Just their ability to triangulate. The best kind of retake is a retake that lasts 10 seconds.
Yeah, you don't let them get in the post-plant positions. You don't let them clear it out. They don't have any information. You just go with a quick hit and leave them dazed and confused.
Like, how did we lose that so quickly? Which is a little bit of a tilter, not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be frustrating for Nouns that they've now had. I mean, that one, let's be honest, should never have been able to get into a post plant. That bomb was begging to be punished and transition around back in towards the site. But they've had so many post plant scenarios. Yes, they were in a 3v2 there, but they've had so many moments where you should have had an opportunity to fight at the very least, and you've just wilted as the retake comes through. And that's when those type of moments stack up. It's going to wobble the confidence a little bit, and it's going to frustrate. Quick play. Ash taking space here on towards Cat. Kira gets a Molotov out in response. Trying to just buy a little bit of time. So now it's totally taking control of middle. No contest from Lumen, but the answer for Lumen is a double push ramp.
They always do that. They always push in pride for more space in other parts of the map once they take it away. And well, it seems so simple. It's how they've gotten 7 rounds on their CT side so far. Violet getting dropped early. That's a big op taken out. I don't know if they are aware of Ash still being here, though. It'd be a great spot. Get a trade
Should have a general idea, but this does look like it wants to end B, so this is going to be pressure onto the two B players. A rotates are not close. They'll start to make their move, but it's going to be a little late. The stall out util, there's still some. Bezdaria could get a smoke dropped quickly, but a fight will be all the better. They make a hash of it, though, and Nouns instead can find the headshots, find the kills that they need to again get into another post-plant scenario. Scrap wants to fight. Cut off by the Molotov, kind of needs to brawl forward here. There's not safe haven, not safe quarter. There's an argument to be made for the save here.
They're not giving them anything. Ooh. Missed Molly, a missed shot from Scraft. They're dropping like flies here. They are not showing any positions unless they get onto the site. Olya taking that as her cue to leave, save this off if possible. I mean, Nan's not going to go hunting for it. Money not looking too great.
That's a very nice confidence build around for Nouns, right? Looking very sharp on the entries in towards site, dealing with that mid setup, and then just no one over facing, no one over peeking in that post plant, playing off of one another very nicely. Just too strong a setup for Lumen to crack. So, well done. Well done in that one, solving some of the issues they've been having this half. And if they can get towards 5, this map on Mirage is extremely recoverable.
Absolutely. I was going to say, they finally find the formula this late. Depends on if Lumen are going to be able to figure anything out this round against them. They can do this again. Strange buy, considering the money on Lumen's side. Oh, it's a fast 8 take. That's a huge kill. That's their 8 site defender. Scrapped out of the round, and they are very quickly trying to retake this. It's CT side. A flash is good. Double kills. Now a 3v4 retake. Minari just trying to stay on the site. Violet gonna hold it down. Grab 2 for herself. Almost a third. Bezdaria is picking it up for her team. Just have to make themselves a bit of a crossfire as the CTs are funneling their way in.
Just the hero moment for Tori once before. Smoke's gonna cover it off, but the Tech-9's gonna be good. Violet finds the final shot needed, and that is 5 rounds on the board for Nouns. 4 of the last 5 found as well. They picked up the paces on the boundaries and found great success as a result. We'll be right back.
2 a.m. in the morning and your anxiety's calling. You lay in your bed, but it feels like you're falling. Do you recognize that feeling? The demons under your ceiling, when everything hurts and nothing is healing. Yeah, I don't even wanna be awake, cause every second that I live is like a wasting. Can you help me start a replace? All the memories that stand in my ways. You know what I really hate the most is that happens to me is like a ghost. It's so far away. I only wanna be okay. Tell me why should I stay away? If only dreaming can erase the pain. Tell me why should I waste another minute staying in this critical phase? I'm just praying for some better days. I'm just praying for some better days. I'm just praying for some better days. Some better days. Some better days. I'm just praying for some better days. It's too late in the evening. I should probably get some more sleep, but I just can't seem to set my mind at ease. I can find an escape. There are many doors I would take, but I can't make one of them become a way. So I'm drowning myself in the media, cause I don't wanna face what I'm fearing, yeah. I am scared of fighting this alone. I've tried to turn on the light, but my demons know how to hide. Lately there is just no end in sight. Tell me why should I stay away? If only dreaming can erase the pain. Tell me why should I waste another minute staying in this critical phase? I'm just praying for some better days. I'm just praying for some better days. I'm just praying for some better days. Some better days. Some better days. I'm just praying.
Diving back in here, it's still a lead for Lumen, but man, did it feel like Nouns found the antidote in those last 5 rounds. Getting it very close indeed, and now an early dink in this pistol, and we might just have Nouns off to the races.
Great start. A little bit of damage. That's going to make it a little bit easier to get a kill a bit later. The flash is coming out. Already not able to hit anything. Able
That's
to find
a little bit
kill.
of a change in the formula. Everyone's playing retake A these days. Retake B pistol.
Mm-hmm.
Creative for sure. Violet got on an early flank out A ramp. Problem is that still takes a long time to actually hit when Lumen go quick. So now this is a tough fight indeed. Violet will win it though, and that opens the doors of this retake. A swing on in. Sakura needs these kills. They have to have something to defend from. But no one's stuck on the bomb just yet. Without the kit, this one could be falling apart. They're out of time, out of clock, out of the round.
How often do you see that retake B? Usually, I think we saw Lumen with a 2-player stack near Van for their pistol round that they had. In anticipating an A stack, could have been through VOD reviews of Lumen playing on Mirage, but it's a big gamble that you have to place, and gamble they did. Now it's going into this round with just a flash to set up the CTs into some kind of aggressive play. It looks like it's going to be a cat play. No one's there to really meet it. Everyone on the side of Lumen making their way onto A. They're very cautiously taking this space. The util is now going to come out. Ash, really the only CT here. Very close up to jump through these smokes. Bomb's going to get planted.
Yeah, there should unfortunately be next to nothing that they could do about this. What little utility they had was devoted towards that mid-brawl. Just the reality of the Glock. Sorry, USP Eco. Whichever side. Not much you can do. Any damage here would be great. Scrap continuing to pad an already impressive stat line. 16 and 7 after those 3 kills hit the board.
Easy peasy Lumen squeezy.
Ooh.
Thank
I like it.
you. Not really having to invest anything into this next round for Lumen. Job is just to get the bomb with the round, but also damage the CT's economy here as they have fully bought into this rifles and FAMAS, like you said last week.
Gotta get those FAMAI out there. Gotta do it. Heavy mid presence here for Nouns. They want to fight this a little bit, but they're not seeing anything just yet. It's delayed take from Scraps coming through. And a faster play on towards B. Molotov to rumble the Van player. They're out. They're out the window. They're out the gap, but they're not past Ash's crosshair. That catwalk play a little bit too late. Now the bomb is down and devoted. Means that you're going to have to see some serious work from Scraft. This one's going to be a possibility, and that's not going to happen for the barrel of that Galil. Bizdaria looking for damage. As a bomb plant is a far-off thought. At this point, there should be no way past this setup. 4 players, Crosshairs trained on every possible exit, and Tori find the kill.
Rifles get it done for Nouns. They were at the right place at the right time, spacing off for Lumen for this B take. Scrap trying her best on from Cat to grab at least one. But the take falls flat. They have the money. Buyback. They did not have to rebuy any weapons the last couple rounds. So they have AKs this one. Going up against same amount of utility on Nouns' side as well. Very interesting smoke here, just to hide them from crossing over to the box. And Nouns with it's that a triple ramp push? That's a triple ramp push. Interesting. Able to get a little bit of information. Violet here is going to meet up with Scraft, and a very quick headshot onto her is going to delete her from the round. Let's do something. Maybe the triple was the right idea here.
Perhaps.
They're looking to disrupt it. Slowly walking back into A.
They got the smokes to go for an exec. If they should like, although as they press forward, this looks more like a contact play. And right now, Nouns are set up very well to receive this. Lumen are hoping that they've maybe gone a little bit more light on the site, but that's not going to be the case just yet. So it has to be some snappy shooting. Do they expect a player default? No, not at all. Kira traded. Position's not known yet. Violet is a little bit stuck. Good clothesline shot out. This mid player activating would be huge. May not even be required just yet. Now absolutely will be indeed. 30 seconds. Chance at the bomb plant, provided you get the bomb. Sakura will punch in those numbers. So Sakura, can you get it done to the clutch here? AK out, no more util. It's all just about the crosshair. Goes up on top of the box to find a favorable fight. The high ground pays off, and now position revealed. One more headshot required. Sakura dancing. A dance of death around the default box, and Sakura will not find the last step.
Everyone was trading this round. That was a complete round of trades back and forth. Tori able to prove victorious for their team. Weird from Lumen, I would say. The A site, they were just kind of very slowly walking out, trying to get the kills, but every time that they got one, they would get traded, and then they would get one, and then they would trade. Not that much utility really on their side to be able to smoke things out. They did get the cross from Connector after they got the kill on the jungle player, but even then, no flashes, no mollies to kind of disrupt a retake from Nouns. And when you're left on your lonesome, not much you can do.
I do want to give big credit to Tori right now. I don't think the numbers are eye-popping. 11 and 10, perfectly normal storyline. But the storyline, less normal. It feels like all of these are impact kills, right? In the post-plant, in the big moments when a multi-kill's required, there was that brilliant one in the first half, but there's been several more. And a big part of what's keeping Nouns fighting here is Tori.
She was the player that got them their first couple of rounds on their T side. Now Lumen looking at a very one-player fast B take.
That was
Daria
ambitious.
Left to die.
I'm not really sure what the gain was from that maneuver. Oh, well, that helps.
That's a gain.
That helps a lot when you just go in the window and you find two players. Oh my goodness. This is a catastrophe now on for Nouns. Could be in a lot of trouble. Smoke could block this off, but a Tech9 will do just the same. This is a save call. You've got no positioning on it. You've got no business even being in the same neighborhood as the site. But it looks like they're going to give it an attempt. Oh boy. Audio cue's given up here, making no secret of it. Time going to be an issue, so Ash feeling a little desperate. Slip around the edge of this smoke. The Tech9 will find from Olya. Tori, not even sure, is going to be able to get away here. And indeed in the backlines, no. Oh my goodness, snappy shooting again. Will at least allow the entertaining of the save. A save indeed. So a rifle lives into the next, but that is a disaster for Nouns.
Yeah. Yeah. Getting caught watching the same angle in window. That's just what Sakura does. Finds these entries, finds these openings, and has ideas that could change around instantly. Oof. Ouch. But she's a player to watch.
Giving up that mid presence. Yes, absolutely. Justifies it. Scraft. Been a nuisance here in middle. Continues to be so. They anticipate the aggressive move. They're well set up for it, and they've dealt with it. And in the meantime, Lumen are walking their way out on towards B as well, where there is no one to greet them. But they don't trust it. They're suspicious. They're paranoid. So instead, they're bringing the bomb back towards A, where here comes Violet. That kill were found. Things could get interesting instead. They think they've got an isolated player, so they're going to try and brawl, but here's the cavalry, here's the reinforcements, and here's the massacre.
Flash not good. Now it's just all down to Jesscas and MP9. Bit of armor. There's no way back into this round. Actually get caught here by Sakura clearing through Cat. Could be able to pick up an AK for herself if the shots are good. She does. That's good. It's a little bit of money as well. AK in the pocket.
5 HP, time to tuck.
Yeah, they're running. They are running. Olia is on her way very quickly to this B site.
You're not playing Counter-Strike anymore, now it's hide and seek.
Yeah. Jesscas is the hostage. Mirage is the hostage man.
Oh boy.
Oh.
The kill's not worth it. The kill's not worth it. Was it worth it? Don't know if you would have been able to save regardless.
Olia was on a mission.
Yeah, that one kill's not going to tip the scales for Lumen. And meanwhile, that AK would have been very nice to play with because you just don't have a lot of rounds to buffer here. One hero rifle could have been a difference maker. Instead, you're saving to try and play for 5 rounds in a row to take this to overtime. Unless someone's really good with the PTK. Jesscas has actually gone back and sold the 5.7 smoke that was purchased to try and get something else in the next round. Prudent decision.
Just stack and B. Lumen taking their time, or at least Bezdaria here. Trying to cut off rotates. They're clearing their corners. Good practice for next round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always good to dry around some sites.
They're not even moving. They're just chilling. I mean, if they do go hunting here, you got 5 people shooting at you with pistols. It's going to be hard to make your way out of there. You could get a couple kills. Nothing is broken.
That's your tip-off. I mean, you see the immediate call from Lumen. Why would we hunt?
Yeah.
They're full 5 stacked up. The worst thing we can do is give them AKs.
This is interesting. How worth it is it to do this one, this B site stack, than it is for you to go out and die? Is it just the kill reward that they want to keep away from Lumen?
It's not going to make a difference for Lumen. I think the logic is probably that you're hoping that Lumen's going to get a little hungry for the hunt and deliver you an AK. I don't mind it. We have seen that Lumen have had a predilection for maybe overhunting a touch in their past engagements, but they very quickly surmise what's going on there. It's also just, I mean, it's a brutal fight if you're swinging CT out of market into rifles. It's slim margins. Not sure it would have made a huge difference, but that's got to be the idea here is just hoping they'd hunt into you, give you a rifle or 2. Still, it could all be over here. Scraft's just trying to walk on out and boom, catching the first player, jump and triple. Now, life gets very difficult indeed. Utility being deployed, a late site take. They've got all this space. They got a player at the steps. The bomb's planted. They've got ticket control. This is dire for Nouns. Okay, those flashbangs making them nervous. No one's playing anti. Yet still, Daria able to bring it through. Keeps her teammates clean, and this one is over. Strong showing from Lumen, that second half in particular. Nouns, they took a while to spin up. They showed us some things, but unfortunately, just not enough here, Sophie.
Definitely not enough. They were able to get a couple rounds. We did see a couple of players able to pop off, get the clutch.
Again, where it's Daria more often than not making that push out A main, trying to take that space in towards Carpet, in towards Canals. And if you allow a CT side, where they'll presumably be starting on the Lumen side, if you allow that CT side to gain that space out B main, out A main, you're going to be in for a world of trouble on this map. So I'm curious to see what Nouns are going to deploy. The one silver lining for Nouns is that you do have that game of tape from before, so perhaps they've got some ideas. And actually, Lumen will start in the attack, so that's interesting. Nouns have chosen to put themselves on the defense to start. And, okay, there we go. If we can get aggressive like that, if we can get the dynamic play straight down middle with all 5, you're conceding the bomb plant for sure. You're trying to just throw a brick through the window of whatever Lumen were setting up, and Olya, she's putting up some glass.
Can do one, but not enough. 3v3 now. Scrap able to get that one lone lurker of Violet out. Now they're just walking into sight here, trying to get the kill. Zunari and Tori able to find one. It's all down to Sakura, and it's not there. Nouns with, like you said, a brick thrown down mid, and it works out for them for this pistol start.
That's actually...
That's very interesting.
I don't know the last time I saw a team run a 5 players down mid pistol round.
Exactly. Like you see it sometimes on saves, like they'll throw a nade down and then see if they can get any kills on any AK players with like a 5-7. But on a pistol?
It's unorthodox. And it's unexpected, clearly. You trust in your shooters. At the end of the day, that's just going to be about the retake. And, well, it does work out. Sight hold could not find much of anything at all in terms of the headshots there from Lumen. Pistol rounds do come down to headshots. Partial investment here. They don't go for the force buy despite getting the bomb plant down. So there's no armor, but there's some upgraded pistols here. That means they're going to be very vulnerable to this utility in towards A main.
Tori throwing a smoke down, just setting up some long range. Going to be a little bit easier to fight at Tech 9 from all the way in heaven. Ash coming in to help her out as well.
No flashbang for this. This is going to be really tough for the unarmored pistols. Tori should cut through them like a hot knife through butter. 1, 2, control the spray. And yeah, it's all good. 2 crosshairs posted on that, 2 rifles posted on that, and no armor. It's not happening.
Some good toast starts you off for second CT round win. Now Lumen. Did you laugh at my toast? You said butter. You said butter.
No, it works. It works. It works. I mean, look, Nouns are a whole lot happier about how this map is starting. I'll tell you that much.
Absolutely.
And we know for a lot of teams, these defensive rounds can be so hard to come by that if you can get them off the back in a pistol, and now even into the rifle round with no buy or no bomb plant rather in the last, Lumen do have some limitations. They've got the rifles, they got the AKs. But util's not perfect, so what's the idea here?
Lurking about here, seeing if they can get any Nouns players to push out, but they're really sticking together right now. Sakura not wanting to gamble with anything in through E-box. I like how Scraft is positioned here, able to cut some rotates, but also could grab them from behind. A flash coming out onto the site, and oh, that's not a kill, but that is a trade. Sakura following it up with one on the site, and all the CTs here fall to the AKs. Now just down to Lunari and Just Cast to retake this here. Molly in just to hold them back, but that smoke effectively creates a wall in between them and the round win.
And this is where we should see the save. We didn't see a whole lot of pulling the plug in that first map of play, but here's where you got to try and keep the CT economy healthy. So they are going to back away. They are going to concede as Lumen on the board. The biggest threat to Sakura's life in that engagement actually came from a back of the head headshot from a teammate, as they made sure they dealt with that second A player. Controlling towards mid. I mean, it's a pretty straightforward take, but it's a tried and true one. You got A main presence, you got mid presence. Good luck defending the A site.
Trades are so good. Graphic is holding up.
That Newt, he knows some things.
Newt knows some things. Maybe we'll get some updated graphics for the next game for Lumen, where it's just a little bit higher. Because every single time you see like a player of them falling, you almost always do have a trade.
Where's Violet going with this up? They've emphasized the big green, and a reminder, with those 2 saved guns, they can justify it, but this is kind of where the bank runs out. Setting up a utility right now. So not going for any of the aggressive peaks that you'll see from the AWP, either in towards B main, in towards E-box. That's what dynamic right now, and as a result of it, they concede mid. It's Ash who has to defend. Impact damage done both ways, but with the smoke in towards Temple, these 8 players are on a bit of an island once more, but this time it's a ruse. There's no commit from Lumen. They're keeping their options open. They've got vision in towards B, and this has pulled Violet way back, wary that a player could have slipped in. And here's the problem. With these 2 A defenders pushing A main, they're never going to have that information that mid's actually clear. That's been totally abandoned by Lumen. So that first thrust is a perfect distraction. But if they wait too long, a flank is developing. These players have gotten all the way into the canals. And now Nouns have the chance for the punish. Daria's watching it, but eventually she's going to have to turn her focus. And there's that pinch out of the cave. Now they got something to fight from. Now there's something to defend from. And the utility is doing wonders. She'll still coming back the other way, but numbers advantage right now for Nouns. Well, they may have to concede a bomb plant. This retake, they control all the access points. Well, not anymore. Goodbye, Tori.
Violet still posted up towards the back. That smoke is now cleared. Flash onto site. That's just clearing the angles, and they are all in B main. A single smoke could keep them out. They have no util back into response with this. They have to make sure that their lineups are right. Are they able to get that? Oh, they are able to kill the... What is happening here? Jessica goes through the smoke.
Runs out of bullets. Runs out of bullets. Flies through the smoke. Finds the one, but the rest just dive back in towards the site. They'll be happy. No survivors from either side, but the round win is Lumen's. That was ballsy play to say the least, but not so much the recipe for success. Even if she had found all 3 kills, I think by that point of positioning, the bomb would have been the death of her.
Oh, laughs and smiles there. Yeah. Now they're doing it again. Back to Old Faithful here, but it's not going to prove fruitful quite yet. Violet able to find one.
That works a whole lot better when they have Glocks.
Yeah.
It's not a great sign for Nouns how much Lumen are laughing right now. Sakura is loving these last couple rounds.
Update for the other North American match. It is over. 2-0 Ghost Gaming take the best-of-3 victory against Nyx Empire. Their second match going 13-1.
That is brutal.
Yeah.
Absolute beatdown coming out from Ghost. Oh boy, speaking of beatdowns, brilliant entry here from Kira. This casualty lost, but they're going to get this bomb stuck down, and it's big trouble on the site itself. No vision. Sakura patient here by the carpets, collects. Means that it's only this Heaven presence they have to worry about. Let's commit. Looks like yes, and they're continuing to lose bodies. The AWP, do they want to risk it? Violet around the corner, there's still a chance. Back away, and Violet's going to take it, but they're not of the same mind. The communication's not there, they're not on the same page, and so Lunari lost, and he's just the one save.
Kind of unfortunate there. It takes so quick. They were able to get that first kill, but just again, Lumen with the trades. Violet able to get at least 2 exits, maybe a third. Is able to hold on to this op by the skin of her teeth.
But this is where, okay, you saved the big gun. You have the op. You've now prioritized the op in both of the big gun rounds for Nouns. You have to show us why. Right? 2 exit kills, that doesn't tip the scale at all. This is where you need to see some sort of a strategy to get the op involved early, get an aggressive peak opportunity, a chance to tip the scales, get an entry, get a 5v4 early on. It's the only big gun in this round, and this is where we're getting it, a fast E-box peak. I like the idea. There's no one there to receive it, but I like the idea, and now the op's going to be in the right position to deal with this.
This area is already so close here. The entries are perfect. She does not clear out that one player. Jessica was able to slip through the smoke here at E-Box, and now they're right on top of each other, but the kill comes through. The op is down. It's just all down to Tori, 1v5. Could maybe find one here just by the off angle that she's at, but just damage that she finds. Scraft able to get that kill, and Lumen with a nearly perfect round. It's a little bit of damage onto their players, and Off not finding much. I feel like that E-Box pick, with how close Bezdaria is getting to E-Box very, very early on, could be difficult. I mean, she's out of the sight lines for most of the time that she's walking there. She just has to play it smart. Yeah.
Should be, but based on the timing. I think that must have been a window drop, actually.
Yeah.
We didn't necessarily see it from Violet's perspective, so I'm not sure exactly what the sightlines were, but you should have a pretty good idea of what's coming your way. This time it's going to be smoked up, so if she were here, it weren't happening. Ops back out. Another chance. Oh, this time it's going to land. Important kill found. Mid held onto, but the push in towards B main. Jesscast gives up her life, and Sakura meanwhile. Oh boy, okay, that's a huge find from Lunari. Looks back, gets that inkling that something might not be right because the op was about to rotate into death. So a very important find at a critical juncture.
Absolutely. Timing not on the side of Lumen, but A site could be it. Tori with the sight line down. We're slowly walking out here, clearing every single angle. Worried of the CTs, but the headshots are good for Tori. Smoke coming out for Olya. She has to hit every shot she can. She has to wait for this mid player of Kira to connect in to help her out, clear out this site. Ash tucked into heaven, could get overlooked here as the bomb gets planted. She does. She's so close.
Teammate control gives them something to defend from. But a wrap around the site for Olya. This is a tough angle for the op. They have no idea. No combat op, close range. Oh, the quick flick not quite gonna hit, but now it's a question of the defuse. They have kits. They have kits trained on the angle. Crosshair's not gonna be good for Kira. Splits the difference between the two, and plenty for the defuse. Op can be retrieved. This is what we wanted. A faster peak, a faster fight, this time down mid. Nouns get the op involved early, and they get rewarded for it.
And get their 2 players on Lumen's side out of the round early as well. 2 important players. That's Scrapped and Sakura. Just taken down to timings. We're doing a lot of work there as well. Getting the first player to walk onto the site down. Now, Nouns, they are walking on something a little bit faster. Should feel a little bit more confident after that round and that retake. Like, oh, they are going to be an A main peak with the op, it seems. All right, very close to this angle. Waiting. Ooh, could get caught out. A little bit of an arm found, and that's where the T's are going to start running in. Getting slowed down to that molly. Like, comms to wait, just back out. Wait for the util.
Very fortunate to not be punished there for Kira, right? It feels like at times Lumen are of 2 minds, where when they know there's a fight potentially on the other side, they are so eager for it. They're so bloodthirsty that it takes a lot of wherewithal for them to just slow down and say, you know what, actually, get it back away. It's well done from Kira to not get punished in that fight, in that brawl. So space in towards mids now being contested. Don't know if Violet spotted the info. Don't think so, since she's giving up the angle. It'll be Ash moving in instead to hold court. Stick up here on A. It's going to be the pinch, but they've got the op in position. Op is gone. All the defenders along with it. This round's over.
Now, it's just the battle of keeping your guns in your hands. The T's already taken all of Beach and T sewers. To very carefully walk away from the situation. Like you said, last map, Lumen do get hungry for punishing saves. They might just be able to get away with it this time.
Yeah, I mean, it's still too tentative. On the other side, you're wary that a retake could be coming in. Nouns have shown that they're willing to go for some of these low-number retakes before. It's better to secure the round. Make sure you move it together as a pack. 6 rounds already established. For Nouns, though, I mean, this is Anubis, right? So there's a certain part of me that wants to say they've done a lot, and if they can get anything more out of this half, they're going to be okay to go into the second. But we know what we can expect from Lumen once they swap sides. It's going to be a very aggressive, very dynamic playstyle.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you're Nouns for comfort, you might want to stack another couple rounds.
Very early E-box control coming through on the side of Nouns. They are pushing canals and getting all the information. A little bit of shots, but nothing connecting. But that's a lot of information gained from the CTs as Lumen are not stopping. Molly's not going to do anything as Scrap just gets that first kill onto the site. Not going to clear Lunari. Bit of damage. Not the kill. She's going to walk away from this situation for the time being, waiting for her team to see if they can retake this site. Bomb's not even here yet. It hasn't even gotten planted, and now it is going to be joining the party.
Yeah, they're bailing. They're bailing. It's the correct read.
Yep.
It's the correct read. Such a hopeless situation. This was looking a lot more like Mirage in terms of what Scraft was doing. Sprints up mid. It's Sakura actually gets that first kill, but then just keeps going. WP straight into the A site, deletes the A anchor. Kicks in the door of the A site and claims it for Lumen.
It's a good metaphor. I like that. But that's exactly what they're doing.
They call me Metaphor Mike.
Oh. Darth Metaphor?
Darth Metaphor.
Darth Microphor?
Darth Metaphor sounds like a JRPG.
Yeah, that Molly did nothing. And that's a smile.
They're having a good time.
They
Lumen.
really are.
It's like when you can just full W hold into mid, into A, never letting go, never slowing down. That's a good day as an entry for Egger.
Oh, yeah.
Time that aid. Not quite there. Hashtag up though. Yeah, they're gonna rinse repeat. They're gonna rinse repeat. You keep allowing this to them, and they're just gonna take it every day of the week. Mid control is so tough to deal with here on Anubis. This time, though, you can see the adjustment for Lumen. They're expecting and anticipating a move. And this is where it comes. The double push in towards A main. Bezdaria down low. Olya going to be a little paralyzed. Not as mobile with that AWP. A desperate spam, though. We'll hold him at bay for the moment.
Olya just pinched up in rugs. And that's an entry for Sakura.
That's all
entry into Temple. Yeah. I mean, JustGas is pretty close in E-Box, but that's very easily mollied out, smoked out, cleared out if they clear it. She may be able to grab one in its second. Scrap now, just having to plant the bomb, having to play this smart, but JustGas grabs a third one. All down to the AWP, but JustGas is on the bomb. Another smoke comes out. Oh, yeah, forced to save. Yeah.
Tremendous from JustGas. Great awareness to realize that you just have to leave that op alone out towards carpet. You just have to leave that op alone, and you have to prepare. You have to give your teammates something to get their foothold back in towards B. She goes above and beyond that. Claims the whole site for herself. Shuts this all down. Huge impact round, and that fourth round is going to be so crucial for Nouns once we swap sides.
Absolutely. Not a rinse and repeat, but it's going to be very fast through A. The Olya very close up with an op in A main, trying to take control here. I see their eyes towards E-Box. Molly is going to pitch JustGas, and the nade's going to do a bit of damage as well. The AK is going to finish off the task. Now the player that was so impactful last round is out. How do you take this back, Nouns? You do still have some numbers here, and you have an op staring at B. It's on how Lumen take this site. Not much utility left on them, but they do have the flashes. Get them off the angle. Entry in. Kira, first one here, able to spot Lunari. Just back pillar. 2 kills out, and that's the op as well. Ash on a bit of a lurk, able to catch out Bezdaria. They know that location. She's so low on health. That kill is just putty in the hands of Sakura. Tori left alone. Last round has to go for this 1v4.
Creep forward into the angles, but there are just too many crosshairs. Bullets peppering the site, warning shots, and it's an impossibility. 8 rounds for Lumen, but Nouns with a fighting chance when we come back.
Press play.
Sizable lead here for Lumen. But Nouns now theoretically on the favored side of Anubis. Let's see if they can live up to that promise. Well, okay, rinse repeated their CT pistol. CT pistol 5 down mid. Now 5 up mid. And once again, they're going to find little to no resistance on their way to a bomb site.
And a decoy. Just, it's the same exact thing happening once again.
Keep it simple, I guess.
I mean, easy. They got the bomb plan. Now they just have to take control of the site. Scrap for the good entry onto Lunari. I feel like the pistol sounds are going to start happening now as Ash is getting pinched between so many CTs, but still able to find 2. Violet with a good view of everyone on this site, and Olia's just going to get on the bomb. Scrap trying to defend it. And I think that's it. Bomb is defused. A knife does come through.
Oh, boy.
That's a knife.
That's an extra $1,500 made for sure. That's gonna help go a long way. But I don't know if cash is the only cold compress you need to salve the wound of losing this one. You got a bomb site for free. You got a lot of the initial kills, and the bomb was still stolen away from you. I want to get a sting, but you can make it a whole lot better to get this one.
It's very unconventional, their pistol rounds.
Yeah,
Ooh,
to say the least.
Very early, that aiming aggression that Lumen is so famous for is shut down. Ash with a nice sharp shot, and the second as well. Sakura trying to get a little bit of damage and this kill through the smoke. So quickly, Lumen are dropped down. Oh, a little bit of mistake there. Just guys going through the molly, just trying to take CT. Violet here to cut off the rotates to do a little bit of damage to the economy. They don't go for this, right? Yeah, they're backing up.
Yeah, even just on time of getting towards the site with the lack of kits, there is not enough time on the clock. This bomb goes out. This bomb goes off. And Nouns. Strike fast here. Jesscas getting close in the sun. Hold on, Jesscas. Right on the angle. Oh, drive-by with it. Gonna get herself an upgrade. Can't quite finish off the last, but that is a very successful round coming out from Nouns.
Absolutely. Very, very quickly, the A main aggression, like I said, was shut down. Ash getting a double entry onto the site. Just the AKs in hand, doing a lot more for the side of Nouns so far in comparison to their M4s. I'm just trying to hold down E-box control 5-7s and a FAMAS, and flash out to E-box is gonna make the blind. The shots are gonna connect here. Olya with a double, but they've left B main alone. That could confirm it. No, scrapped on the other side of the wall. Perfect positioning there. Bomb, but they're just waiting. Yeah.
Now it's just Violet. Now it's just Violet. This was a rinse repeat of the pistol strat, except this time there were players to get crunched upon.
And almost a second. The spray almost goes down in favor, but Bezaria trading that out. Double digits found for Lumen here.
Only one. You won the force buy. Now you're locked into a swirling morass where you have to decide. You didn't even get the bomb plant here, so you don't have that extra money, but they will chase it. I think it's the correct decision. Problem is you're kind of committing yourself. Timeout going to be used, but if you opt into the force buy wars here, you don't win. You're potentially playing against overtime. You're potentially allowing series point over for Lumen, so this is a massive risk. So whatever they're drawing up right now, very little utility with which to cook. 2 belts of it. We better see the knockout punch here from Nouns. What do you think, 5 players down mid?
Yo, 5 players A main. They were able to take it away from Lumen, their force buy round, after they lost the pistol. 3.
They're listening to you.
Right. They are.
Perhaps. Still a lot of time for this. Jesscas going to set up some utility in towards mid, but it does seem like heavy A main presence is the idea. A little bit of a pinch in towards A. So take this mid space off of the util. That's successful so far. The rotation is here for Lumen. Smoke gonna silence this up. Problem is, okay, they throw a counter pitch. And that works beautifully. Scrap dealt with. But meanwhile, players have been able to flood in from heaven. So the A players have done their job. Each getting a kill, buying some time for the teammates to work, but still that bomb gets planted.
And Jesscas is a camera. She's just tucking and waiting for the CTs to peek out here. Could be able to get a couple, and she's able to connect with 3 of them. a pivotal spot for her to be sitting and waiting. It was her and Tori going up mid, taking that space, looking to pinch rotates, but coming through with heroics at the end of that round.
Timeout going to be used back the other way by Lumen. I'm not sure why they discounted Cambria. I'm not sure what they had seen that made them discount Cambria, but it felt like they just got a little bit ahead of themselves trying to set up util for that retake and forgot the responsibilities of where a player could actually swing from. There was one watching, it looks like. So maybe just a little mechanical failure there, but we will get the force buy out. It can be deadly with the Deagles. Still, this feels like the window is opening back up for Nouns to at least show us what they can do here on Anubis.
The window smoke is fading. I'll laugh at my own joke. It's fine.
Somebody's gotta. Somebody's gotta. That's playing towards E-Box, trying to give those Deagles a chance to rip heads. But now they're clearly expecting something aggressive. They're holding back very far, waiting to see what Lumen are going to do.
Very far. The closest to any site is Lunari, and she's just hiding in rugs here, waiting for an A main push. I think we're going to B main push. That flash not going to connect into Tori, but she peeks in at the right time to get a lot of damage down onto Sakura. Comes through. It's going to come up mid. Ash with an MP9 versus 5-7. Who wins? It could be the timing here. Scrapped very close to the camera.
Oh, boy.
Oh, ouch. That flash is perfect, but the headshots are also good as well. Picked up on the side of Lumen. As Violet goes down, and they are just running their way to B. They can sense that all the CTs have moved their way on over to A, and in mid, to shut down Nouns, and the bomb's going to get planted.
This is going to be interesting. Do they anticipate two players coming through from B main? Lunari's here. Lunari's got a lot of work cut out for her.
Ooh, she sees two heads.
That's a nice find for Jesscas early. Now Lunari knows on the angle, still can't pay off that knowledge. That's what's all into Jesscas, who will tuck. Even towards Glyph. Both players are low. This could just be an easy two-player spray down. Smoke goes up on that bomb. Jesscas should have that line bang on, and does indeed. And with that, the round.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about in the pre-match. We needed some players on the side of Nouns to start being heavy hitters. They were all standing around the same amount of kills on Mirage, but Ash being incredibly well-versed at getting entries onto A sites. And also, Jesscas now 2 clutch multi-kills in a row. The smoke is fading. I'm gonna beat stack here from Lumen. Doubled up. Olia's giggling about this. Something. They are quad stacked over in twists right now.
This is cheeky. So they're just saying, all right, you're going to flash out, try and take B control. We're going to dodge your flash, and then everybody swings off of one flashbang back their own way. One slipped out. What do you throw the flash? Here goes the flash. It's pretty well dodged.
That's one. That's two.
Okay. Couple guns
Two
picked up.
AKs.
Might not be able to deny this round, but that's guns for the next. The strat worked.
It worked. Getting some immense deja vu here.
Okay, why is that?
I just think I've seen this before.
Is that Lumen getting a couple AKs and then winning, or is that Lumen choking a lead on Anubis? Yeah.
I'm gonna say both yes to both of those. Like that game against FlyQuest keep bringing it up just because of how incredible Lumen looked on it, but they kept choking the lead. They did push it into double OT. Just were not able to finish it out. We have not seen much of that A main control like we saw during that game as well. We haven't seen clearing out. We've seen kind of flashing out towards B, but it seems like Nouns have gotten the timing down to act against it already. Tori almost getting caught out a couple of times, but the damage does not fall on the side of Lumen in the lead. Get 2 AKs from this round. Pretty good considering you were only going in with just 5 sevens.
It's pretty good. Pretty good. We'll see if those headshots come back to harm Nouns. No op at the very least, but yeah, it's a very strong buy now for Lumen. And this is where perhaps we could see some of that patented CT aggression come through. Where are they going with it? Nothing just yet. Pretty passive hold, actually. Spot on for Sakura. Kira tagged up, the dumping util, these nades. Oh boy, these are brutal. But Sakura fights forward. Let's make sure that the exchange is going to be even. Scraff wants to get aggro.
Ooh.
But it's being watched, so backs away.
She really wants to get aggressive here. She's alone in mid, no one to trade her out. She would be able to catch a couple here. Util flying out for Nouns. They're running away. They're just throwing it.
Yeah, I think she was close enough to hear those runoffs. So this is going to be comms in, but needs to get back in towards helping the A player. As Daria gets the smoke down, perfect timing. Yeah, okay. They're not even close enough to actually see this, but good timing to give her a reprieve because right now, Nouns are setting up an exec.
Playing anti here. A little bit of damage. That flash is good. The spray a little labored, but the kills are there. Violet with the nade gonna get dropped, and it's all down to Lunari. This A-Rep not proving too great. She has to pick up a lot of pieces that Nouns left. Taking her down to 17. No utility. 3 players trained on this angle, and Lumen able to clutch that round back, and it really came down to like what you said. Team play, team communication. They were able to sense the rotate. Sakura, no, it's Scraff not getting too aggressive very early on into mid. That would have been a big mistake.
Yeah, I was thinking about the window peek. If that B-main player had come through, would have dropped down out of window to try and crunch through E-box, but there was a player waiting for exactly that maneuver out towards the T-steps. So, good discipline here. Lumen knowing when not to hold the W key. Scraft knowing when not to hold the W key, as is her wont. So now a fast play in towards A. Not a lot of weaponry behind this. But Tech9s, we know they can do work, and Scraft trying to deny it. Bomb plant might be allowed here. Whoa, hash of that spray. Running out of bullets. Can the bomb plant be denied? Yes, for the moment. A dance around the cake. But the Molotov will be all the fireworks they need.
Nouns, with that save, gambled a lot. We're looking for a bomb plant, something. It's gonna be hard. 4 rounds in a row that they need to bring this into OT. They're taking a timeout. See how they play this.
Can't take them with you. They're not good in your next match. So, second one gets deployed here. Obso for Olya.
Ooh.
I feel like we haven't seen a ton of Olya opping in this series, actually.
Not much. I saw her a little bit on Mirage, but even then, I feel like she was really sticking to a rifle. I think she's singing.
I think she was singing there for a second. Not anymore.
All business now.
Definitely some animated talking in that timeout. We'll have to find out.
She's so close here.
Oh, boy. Oh,
missed
boy.
shot.
They need a little more warm-up time with that AWP. Now the dance around the smokes going to come out for Nouns. Huge missed opportunity here for Olya. Backing away, but the aggression from Bezdaria. This is her bread and butter. Can't get it done. Falling apart for Lumen. This was their problem in the FlyQuest game, right? The critical round, the hardest round to get sometimes. The round that actually makes you win.
Absolutely. Now just all grouped up here, waiting for them to walk into their crosshairs. Ash, that's a good pick for Kira here. That's their mid lurk. They have to all be coming from B main now.
It's good information read right now from Nouns saying, why is a player that far back in Temple? And guessing correctly that this is now the light site. So they've got it. And if you're Lumen, the prudent choice here is to save. You've got time. You've got rounds to spare.
2 AKs and an op.
It's going to be a fight here in towards B main. Sakura is committing. Sakura is committing. And Sakura has given up the audio cues as well. Painted a player in towards the corner. There's not a lot of time on this, but they do all have kits. And so here they go. Opera gone, but Trait is on, and Sakura continuing to demolish. She's going to stick this. She's going to stick this. Tori, do you realize? Tori, do you realize? Yes! In the nick of time, Nightmare Ninja defuse coming through. It's the AK that survives.
It's a Hail Mary there from Lumen to take that retake. Wanting to get it done. Not really having the patience to go into a second round. Not wanting to have to save a couple. Be able to get their full rifles and utility back. But they would have had 2 AKs in an op going into this round. And now they just have 3 5.7s, full kits of utility. MP9 and an M4. Not completely ideal, but we've seen them do some incredible things with 5.7s. Just depends on where they're going to go, and if the flash is good. That's the first one out of the gate. That's Ash. AK not retrievable. Gonna have to wait it out. That's mid taken away from the T's. You have to find somewhere else to walk.
Ooh, that's cheeky flash. More damage than perhaps should have been gained. Jesscas is put down low. Very vulnerable to either of these HEs, the MP9, the 5.7. But space has been gained. Kira's under pressure. Kira's under siege. Trying to set up Olya, tucked into the corner. Well, it's even better if you just get the kill yourself. And now the player pillar, nearly caught, will be indeed. This is all falling apart. The pistols, the 5.7s may just be the undoing here for Nouns. A wounded Jeskis, Lunari at her side, a bomb to be retrieved, and so much work to do to make this a round.
Got the bomb. They have time. Oh, they don't have the bomb quite yet. They have to peek out very quickly to find it. She picks it up. Kira with a nice swing out, 2 health to her name, but the kill is good. It's all down to Jesscas, 14 health. She's done it before. Are they gonna line up for her again? She's gonna get pitched at all angles here. Sakura with the flank through canals, able to find it and close it out for Team Lumen. 13-9 against Nouns FE. They take the series 2-0.
And at the end of the day, it comes off of a cheeky bit of CT aggression, right? That time it's the 5.7.